Hi, this is Dory with Prairie Scraps, and I'm coming to you today to show you how to make, I'm actually going to be kind of trying this out. I'm making some glasses and mugs. I've got some tumblers and some wine glasses. I guess I'll go further away. I'm going to do some ink printing on them using Chalkature ink. I do not represent them or make anything, but I do have a lot of this, so I like the way it turns out professional so that I can sell it at my craft fairs. So I actually picked up these. These were actually Libby. They're really heavy duty glasses. I think I got them for like 59 cents maybe at the thrift store, and there were only a set of 3. They're kind of a little bit on the black grayish side, so I thought I would do them, and each with a different saying on them with the ink. So I've got the oh yeah, or yeah. And so the adventure begins. I have on another one, and then let's get lost with a little tent on there on another one. I just put those transfers on first, and then I've got a couple of Dollar Tree wine glasses. I tried to pick some out that weren't, were kind of nice looking, and I got Let's Go Explore, and so Say Yes to Adventures. And then I'm going to do a couple of mugs that I got at Family Dollar for $1 a piece. But first, coffee. And the other transfer for this is, I can't remember what it says, but, oh, coffee and sunshine. But I like the But First Coffee, and they sell the most at my craft fairs. So this is the Chalkature. So I'm going to get started. Go ahead and scribe below. Make sure that you ask any questions if you have any. And like it and comment and share this, of course. So I am using the teal. I think it's permanent ink, so you don't want to spill it on anything. Yeah, Couture Teal it's called. And it is an ink, so it's permanent, but on glass, you want to heat set it. I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these on so I can get these done. And get those put on there. This one I'm not sure how it's going to work because it looks like some of my transfer is see-through. They are like a silk transfer, so if some of it comes off, then it will go through. So I'm trying not to get into that area and get those little speckles. You can kind of see like up here, it's kind of worn through. I'm not exactly sure what happened to it, but I'm going to try it. Are any of the kids up? Can you help? So then we're just going to peel it right off. Whoops. Whew. That off. A cloth. And you want to peel from the center so it doesn't bend too much. But putting them on glasses, I did this ahead of time so you didn't have to sit and watch me do it. The reason being is that it's kind of hard to get all the bubbles out. I'm just going to pull that off, and you can see how that looks. And I'm going to hand that off to get washed right away so it doesn't stay on there. So the adventure begins. So that's the first one. To heat set these, I'm going to put them, and it's got a little bit along the edge there. You want to pull off any extras, and it did indeed get little speckles on it. You want to pull those extras off before you heat set them. I will be heat setting these in the oven. I'll put them on a cookie sheet in a cool oven and then turning it on to 350. And as soon as it hits 350, then I will set the timer for 30 minutes. And as soon as the timer goes off, I will shut it off and let it cool off on its own. I'll take them out the following day. So that's how we heat set them. And they do get like kind of a raised edge to it. I'm trying to get this without... A Q-tip would work much better. I didn't grab that out yet. So there it is. It's able to kind of clean it up with a cloth. So I'll put that in a cookie sheet, and then we'll do the oh yeah. I think that's what it says. Comment below if I'm saying it wrong. I don't know. I'm getting tired. It is Make It Monday today, and I usually try to share one of the craft projects I'm making. Over the weekend, we did a smaller craft show in a neighboring town, smaller town. But this year, it's the 3rd year they've done this small one. They asked us to come last year, and we hadn't planned on it ahead of time, but we had enough stuff left over from our big craft fair in our own town that we were able to go over there and do it. And we thought it was a success because all of our money for our craft fairs go to my 15-year-old son's trip to Japan this summer for 4-H. And so this year we went ahead and signed up, and thankfully it was before the big one. So actually it kind of let us set up in a smaller setting one time before we got to our big one in town. All right, so we'll see how this came off. And this kind of gave us a trial run, but this year we actually made double the amount that we did last year. Last year we did 200, which was, I think, okay and well worth it. The booth is a very reasonable price. It's only $20. So really we're not out anything other than having to pay taxes. And that one came out really nice too. I like that. Little smudges on there. I think I might be smudging them myself. All right, so we'll line that one up. This one's Let's Get Lost. So we sold, been watching my videos, we sold a lot of those gnomes. I think we, in the small place that we did, I think we sold 11 or 12, about a dozen of those little gnomes, and we sold one of the bigger tree gnomes. I'm not sure if we've got them priced too high. That was one thing. It's always hard to tell how to price, and so we kind of tried out. Last year we did the gnomes for $10 and they went really well. Maybe I should have raised it to 15 and the other ones, the bigger ones, to 20. I'm not sure, because now I'm sitting here with, I think we figured out we have about 10 of them left, and I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough for the next craft fair, but I am going into surgery tomorrow, so I don't really want to do it anymore, so I don't know. We'll talk about it, see how I feel after surgery, if I want to do some more. So the nice thing about this is you can put it right back in when you use too much on it. Angle. Kind of want to go off slow. This one might have some smears because I had some bubbles that were hard to get out, but not too bad. I like it. So there it is. So 3 of them, and we're just around 7 minutes for this whole video, and I've been talking. Okay, so one of the wine glasses, say yes to new adventures. Maybe drinking wine is a little bit of an adventure. Don't know. And, always everybody asks what I would price. I think last year the mugs I did for $5, so I might stick with that. All of these I made sure that I was under $1 a piece for supplies, so that by the time I get done with costs and everything, that's all I have. Just gonna get the excess off here. This goes so nice and quick, and it looks so professional that I just love doing these. I also did the glass tiles. Ooh, that one's kind of messy. I might need some Q-tips for that one. You see, there's kind of a mess in there. I don't know. I'm actually thinking I can't fix that one, so I think I'm just going to start over on this one. We did wash these really well, got all the stickers off of them before we started, and actually the stickers came off really nice and easy on the bottom of them with just hot soapy water. So dish soap, soapy water. And it didn't take very long. It's not like we had to soak them overnight or anything. The price tags, and they were from several different places. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, and the thrift store. So they came off super easy and super fast. I put my 9-year-old to that one, and she got those tags right off for me, so that was nice. I don't always have the attention span I don't like to take off tags. All right, so we'll see how this one comes off. Hopefully, oops, you can see some white areas. One thing with the clear glass is you really can see through them. So you can see where you miss. Oops, this one may not turn out as well either. Actually, this one's not too bad. I might use, you can see the end of the thing. I'm going to use a Q-tip on that. I'm going to give another go of that other wine glass that I pulled off and do Adventure Vibes. The hardest thing about doing these is getting all the bumps out of them, because the bumps is where it bleeds through. Give me a Q-tip real quick. Get that one cleaned off. I don't know. And I'm finding the wine glasses, I think, are a little bit more difficult because they're more rounded. So this may not work at all. I don't know. I'll give this one another try, but then we may not. I did some round glass ornaments too last year, and I was having similar issues with the bleeding underneath. It's really hard to get these little bumps. You want to get all those bubbles out of there, and yet you don't want to wreck the transfer either by pressing it too hard. So it's kind of like a toss-up. Like, am I doing anything? I'm going to give it a try here. I said I did some coasters last year that you could watch that as well. The coasters I could line up and do 4 at a time. It's just what I could handle, and then peel them off and clean them. I think that one might bleed. We'll see. If you use these on like cloths or t-shirts or hats, you do want to heat set them with an iron on both sides, and I haven't done that yet. I need to maybe try that at some point. But I've heard that you want to like heat set for 3 minutes with a piece of parchment paper on the back side of it first, and then on the front side, each side for 3 minutes. So that would heat set it so that when you wash it, yep, see that one's going to have a little bit of smear on it too. You can see the smear, but not too bad. I think I can maybe get it off by running a Q-tip between. To have a steady hand for sure. Oops. I find I use a lot of Q-tips doing this, but the nice thing is you can correct it. There. So there. It is a little bit foggy. I hope that'll clear up. But I think it's okay. And this one I was going to clean up that little tail. Or see if I can. This is one of those where you put your tongue in your cheek. Oop. Thing that fell away, and then clean up the E on there. Sometimes if they get a little hard, they're easier to actually get off a little bit. I don't know. I think it'll go okay. I might work on it a little bit more before I put it in the oven. We'll see. Same with this one. Ooh, I see. I like them to look really professional. So that's one of the things I love with these transfers. In general, they look super professional. But they are, oops, I just stuck my finger in it. They are handmade, so sometimes they don't turn out always. Okay. All right, so the But First coffee, I'm going to actually do this one on a big mug, and then I'm going to use the transfer again on a second mug. So usually I can get 2 out of it, and it's going to be a little messy because I'll have to put my fingers in it to get it really pressed down on the mug. But if I can use it twice, that would be great, because like I said, the But First coffee actually went a lot smoother, or sold more last year. We sold all the But First coffee mugs that I made last year. I think I first, and then the Coffee and Sunshines went after that when there was nothing else to choose from. So I decided this round I'll just do the mug, the But First coffee. Unfortunately, I got it all over my fingers, and now all over the mug. Okay, a little on the butt, on the U. It's always a debate. Oh, I just stuck my hand in it. It is still wet, which isn't. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the back side off a little because I think it was in the back side. And then I'm going to try to line this up again and just run. It's going to partially color it by just getting it down, and hopefully we won't get any underneath. We'll get it nice and smooth with one side, and then we'll put some ink on it and see if we can get this to repeat. So, like I said, I found these at Family Dollar for $1. Family Dollar is not everything is $1, like Dollar Tree, but they often have a lot of things that are $1. So I'm gonna
see. There you go.
Okay, he was telling me my C was not covered. Now I'm just gonna try to get the excess off. Put that back in, and then we'll peel. Hopefully that one actually turned out better. And then I'll just do a little bit of correction on this butt. See if I can. Anyway. So that's it. That's all I'll do. I'll put these on a cookie sheet and I'll get those in, heat up the oven to 350, and for 30 minutes we'll cook it. And that will be the extent of how we heat set it. They do say once it's heat set, you can throw them in the dishwasher. I personally would not. I think because they're a hand-painted item, you don't want to throw them into the dishwasher. I think you want to be a little bit more cautious and maybe wash them by hand. That's me personally. If you have prints that you really, really like, I always think like even regular mugs made in the factory, you probably want to wash them by hand. So there it is. I got everything off the butt first. And of course they have a little bit of variance because they are handmade, but please go ahead and subscribe and comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, and have a great night. Prairie Scraps.